Hey, what is going on, guys? What's up? This is Thomas Avalon, and I just got in the mail today the Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions. Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions is a company that provides holders for your everyday devices, electronic devices such as your cell phone, dash cam, GoPro mounts, handheld radios, GMRS radios, CB radios. Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions, anything you can think of, they might have it. If they don't have what you're looking for on the website, you can always contact customer support at bulletpointmountingsolutions.com. Look at their website and contact them. The customer service is really great. I do want to go ahead and say that I am not sponsored or affiliated. I did go ahead and make all these purchases on my own, and this is my setup for my vehicle type, model, and year. Your setup could be different depending on your make, model, and year. You might have more capabilities of mounting more devices or less. As far as my setup, because I have I believe is not the 12-inch, not the Tesla display center thing, but I do have the standard. I don't know what size it is, 8, 4, whatever, but yeah, you can always find out on the website or contact customer service if you have any questions as far as that goes. So I did go ahead and laid all the boxes, all these smaller boxes that was within this one big box, but I'm not gonna open every single box, unbox every single item, because my setup might be different from yours. I don't think you're gonna order the same exact stuff that I am, because you might run your setup different. And again, this all goes according to your make, model, year. But I'm going to go ahead and list all the items or link in the description below if you're interested. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight to the how to set up, from unscrewing the center to putting things together and installing. And then we're going to go ahead and end the video with a view of what it's like driving, a POV view of what it's like driving with the Bulletpoint Mounting Solutions installed. So as you see here, I was currently running my dash cam up there, but I'm gonna go ahead and take that down momentarily. I'm gonna end up putting it back up, but I was running my wires right here. I was running, just sitting my wires right here. I'm gonna end up rewiring this. This right here is for the front camera. This one's for the rear. The back of the truck. So that's what's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna rewire this because this really was just sitting here. All right. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and unplug this. All right. So we're gonna move this out of the way. The camera was already off. Make sure you do turn off the camera and don't just unplug it like that, so you don't have any problems. All right, just gonna move that out of the way. So in that bag, you got this tool. I could go ahead and just pull out the from my toolbox, but it did come included, so I'm going to go ahead and use the what they provided, what came in the, so it's gonna work. So go ahead and unscrew those. So here I have lined up in the order from driver's side to passenger side, in which I want my mounts to be set, how I want to set my devices, whatnot. So on the driver's side, I have of course my phone, where I'm going to mount the iPhone 12 Pro Max with the Magsafe holder, and then we have the camera holder or GoPro holder, my CB radio mic holder, and we have here the handheld radio, which would be the Midland, like one of the Midlands radio I have on the way, along with the MXT275. I'll do a video on that, unboxing and install at a later video. With the CV holder and the handheld radio, they do not come with arms or balls, the mounting balls, so you do require to buy them extra. I bought 2, and then you can buy the balls in packs. And of course we have the base. The only tools I'll need is really the thing we used earlier for to unscrew the dash, to screw down tighten the screws. So I'm gonna go ahead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start setting the balls, the mounts, before I actually mount it onto the dash of the truck. So first thing you want to do is unscrew these 4 screws on the base. That way you can mount the ball first. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So unscrew these with the screw they provided. So I'm gonna put this to the side, but you do notice it comes with a 3M tape. I'm gonna use a 3M tape before mounting, and then those screws that you unscrewed from the actual dash, the factory OEM screws, you're gonna mount them, and then we'll have that secure. Alright, so for the time being, I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna use this and start screwing the left side, which would be the driver's side, which would be the Magsafe mount. Alright, another thing you might want to have a handy is a knife. It's just a regular cheapo knife from Cabela's. Nothing special like that, but I don't want to risk and pop them like that and something ends up falling. I don't want to scratch these, to be honest. The finish on this is really nice. My hand's dirty, but finishes on this are very nice, so I don't want to be scratched, and if I end up using a knife, but yeah, be responsible on that part. So this, line up where you want them. So you have a phone. So I probably only have room for 3, just because of the. I'm only gonna have room for 3 because of how small this is. So, all right, we're gonna start with the phone first. So set that down. I'm gonna remove all these nuts and washers. So I went ahead and just grabbed a bowl. I don't want to end up losing these. End up chances of them falling, whatnot. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that down. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start putting this together. Just line them up where you want them. One thing to keep in mind or to notice is that I don't know what they are. They're glue or plastic, whatnot. But there's some kind of seal. So when you mount these back, or when screws on top obviously, but the seal are facing, that's how they come. That's how you want to put it back together, but the seal faces up. These are easy to set up. They come tight. You just loosen them up, and this pulse goes with the ball, and this part holds the arm. So you're gonna loosen that up, open it, see if you can get in there. Well, you might need to open it all the way. Alright, so make sure that it clicks in there. Move that there. Tighten it back up. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Make sure that's even there. Go ahead. So when you tighten it, you notice this gap. It's not straight. That's because there's nothing to even out. So you want to put this at the same, put them together. Open that ball, open her up wide. Alright, and then you'll notice that gap close. And then you notice this gap close. Use your thumb to hold that down, and then tighten it up. You can then adjust the ball later. Right, same thing with the other side. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. And we'll use one of the balls here. So, oh, forgot to hold the thumb there, and then there she is. So it's going to sit there like that, towards me. There you go. Like so. That's how we want it. Phone's gonna face towards me on the driver's side, and then like that. Perfect. So now that we have the mount set, make sure it actually holds my phone, like so. Like that. You can always adjust it later, but definitely it's very strong. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start setting this up. It's very easy. One thing I did not mention is you might need a I don't know where this is from. I bought it from AutoZone. It's one of those you can find these at AutoZone. You'll need a 8mm socket to hold the other side. so. And then you screw, that's the way you tighten it down. Now this would probably be easy if you just try to tighten down the actual ball mount without the arm. Kind of hassled with it, but if you leave out the arm and just tighten it down with just the ball, I think it would be a lot easier for you. Now that we put the ball and the arm together, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking out all the screws and nuts from the rest of the ball, so just so that I can have them ready for the next setups. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set the GoPro mount. You don't need an arm for this. The arm is totally optional. Just stick it all there. Open it up more. Alright. Yeah, so I'm going to end up just without the arm, just set the GoPro. I'm going to take this off. In the meantime, I just wanted to show you guys what would it look like. But just to make things easier, I'm just going to go ahead and take it off for now. Now that everything is nice and flush, evenly spaced, I went ahead and retorqued, make sure everything's retorqued, not too much, again, that nothing's raised. So pull, yeah, that's not going anywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and mounting this. Before you actually put the bracket and the holder together, wait till you set this first in your dash. We're gonna go ahead and start setting this, and then you can start putting all four screws on each corner. And then we can start mounting the accessories once everything's in place. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do that. Alright guys, we're finally here, the moment we've been waiting for, the moment for us to start installing this. Before we go ahead and install this, I want to say thank you guys for watching. If this was very helpful, please give a like and subscribe. Before we go ahead and install this, I want to go ahead and get this a quick wipe down. I do work in construction, so it's going to get dusty. I'm going to first start rubbing it down with some rubbing alcohol wipes that I had laying around, as well as adhesive wipe right after the rubbing alcohol. That way the dust doesn't get stuck to the 3M tape on the bracket.
The go up top. Grab your screw. I'm not gonna press it on yet. Make sure you find the screw hole. So it looks like that felt right in there. All right, and that Allen key that came with, we're gonna go tighten them down. Next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set it like so. Press down. Back in the driver's side, first we're going to start with the Magsafe. Alright guys, I'm back in the driver's side. It doesn't matter which side of the arm you use. They're both the same. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and start with the Magsafe. Just loosen this up enough for the ball to fit through. We're through. All right, now I'm going to tighten this down. I'm not going to tighten it just yet. I want to make sure I get a great angle, the angle I need while I'm driving. All right. Next we have the Magsafe. It's very easy to install. So as the ball on the other side, we're gonna go ahead and just push that in there, make sure it's loose enough for the ball to fit through, and it's very easy. I'm not that OCD, so I'm not worried about this, you know, up front, but fuck it. Maybe I am OCD. Alright, so this part, you can twist it, rotate it. So, there we go. I think that looks good there. perfect to me. Okay. So, since it looks perfect to me, again, it just boom right there. It's not gonna be too high up, too low. It's always gonna land on the same spot. So, make the final tweaks, and then we're gonna tighten it. Tight, tight, perfect. There we go. Next, I'm gonna set up the GoPro mount. I'm gonna take my phone out of the way. GoPro mount. Again, it's optional to buy this stick. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it without the stick or the arm. I apologize. I think since I have the clearance, I'm gonna use the screw to tighten the GoPro up here on the left side, since I have that clearance, since the phone mount is face down. Perfect. And right, so go. Perfect. For the third option, I'm not sure what I'm going to run with yet. I have on the left is the Handheld, on the right is the CB. So again, doesn't come with the arm. You'll have to get the arm separate. I think I'll go with the CB radio, because I'll probably use the CB radio more than the Handheld, because I'm going to spend most of my time in the vehicle anyways. So we're gonna do that. I can show both, but as far as daily use, I'm gonna probably end up going with the CB radio there, and then the Handheld over on the side. And for that, I'm gonna go back to the other side. Maybe a lot of back and forth. I don't have help. I don't even have anybody to help me hold the camera. I mean, it really only takes one person, but it'd be nice if you had help. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the other side. I am on the other side, so we're gonna go ahead and mount this. Since I have this on the right, I'm gonna switch this to the right there. So yeah, make sure you do have the clearance, the space, because if you have them tight up against each other, you might have that. You wanna leave them space. All right, so in this case, I'm gonna turn the other way around. First, I'm gonna go with the CB radio. Again, you have the option to mount the Handheld or the CB radio.
In the middle of the install, I did remember I do have a dash cam, so there's no need for me to have a GoPro or dash mount camera in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and run the GMRS mid-lane radio in the center and the Bearcat radio on the right.
So I really want to mount my Midland MXT275 here, but I'm going to test fit it with one of my Bearcat mics for now. I'm going to end up running both. radios, a GRMS radio and a CB radio. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I'm already I'll probably end up taking the GoPro mount off and then run the 2 CB radios here, the Bearcat and the Midland radio, and the Handheld for sure here somewhere. I'm gonna have to make a custom bracket. Again, these you can easily, you know, twist these, take them off, move this over, and then have my phone and 2 CB radios, the Bearcat and then a Midland radio, or Midland radio Bearcat. For right now, I'm gonna test fit it with my Bearcat CB radio. There it goes, and boom, just like that.
Now, this is something very important that I forgot to mention throughout the whole video, but to be able to operate a GMRS radio, you should check your state laws. In order to operate a GMRS radio, you do require to be FCC certified. So check your state laws.
It's just the way it hangs, but